The government, in the infinite wisdom, they don't have any wisdom, just to say. Leo Varadkar especially, he wants to ban, really wants to really limit how much off license can sell alcohol. Now, before I say anything else, loads of people, even I know people at the moment in time, they're on the COVID unemployment payment. And they're just drinking themselves. They're just drinking themselves in sorrow, and that's really. And I can't lie to you. There's people buying. I see loads of them going into houses with loads of cans and everything because they're drinking themselves too. Because they can't go to the pub, they can't go to a restaurant, so they're just drinking alone in their house. In the dark. And it's one old man said to me a few weeks ago, and I said it on a video before. The government wants you to sit at home, in a corner, quiet, no drink, nothing like that, anything to to give you some comfort. With no heat, no anything like that, because they don't want you born of cold or anything like that. So they just want you to sit at home in the corner, and quiet. That's like literally that's more or less what they're trying to get people to do. In all fairness, like honest to God, because there's people turning from the pressure that people are turning to alcohol, and I might just say straight, people turn to drown their sorrows. Because people are alone, people are just fed up and sick of it, sick of everything really. And over here, Leo wants to, I suppose, limit the hours. They want to limit it. I think in even some supermarkets, they're taking alcohol off the shelves completely. And they won't allow sales of alcohol. Now, I don't know particularly everything, but if I think they have got away with it because the ban takeaway pints, for example, because there was some pubs in Cal, for example, was selling takeaway pints. You collect them at the door and you pay your money there, or you pay it by the card. And that was the only thing keeping some of the pubs, the one or two pubs in Cavan going. It was only a few bob they were getting, but again, the band that and the pubs have no income now. These people who were making takeaway pints in Cavan, they have no income. They have to close. They've nothing else to, because they can't open the pub. They can't do takeaway pints. They're stuck. They're really are stuck. And I know there was in particular, again, some of the true out of cows and things, that there was some issues with that, of people littering. The more litter, there was more litter because of the takeaway pints. But that's obviously something to do with the local authorities, and obviously it's not anything to do with the pubs. That was brought up. And I remember it was brought up by the government too. At one stage was talked about. But that again, it's up to the local authorities to enforce the litter laws. Obviously, whoever does litter outside would takeaway pints and everything like that. But obviously, they can't do that now. But I highly doubt that was their reason. I don't think they ever cared about littering or anything like that. This government. But yeah, it's really sad. It is really sad, because without alcohol, because again, the pubs are not open. If they want to limit it, like take for example, they only have the off license because they're saying there's too many people crowding up outside the off license, and to an extent, I would say that's true, and I do think Leo's right, in saying that, because there is a lot of people. I seen an off license the other day. It's good 16 or 17 people, just waiting outside for it to open, because it was late opening. The people were whatever was the person in the town, or out in the town, the person must have been late or whatever, and there was 16 people there. And to in fairness, Leo was right. There's a lot of people congregating, but you know it's sad to see that loads of people are trying to drink, and it's simple as that. And it's sad to see and I don't think Leo gets it. I really don't. Unless they couldn't be bothered to care. Because again, this government, I don't think they ever care about anything. About only about the paycheck in the back pocket. That's the only thing they care about. But again, 16, and probably counting. There's probably more coming. But that's what I seen the other day in Cavan, in Cavan Town, for example. So he's right in saying that, but it's not though. He didn't say people are drinking themselves into an early grave and really drinking themselves, drowning their sorrows. In other words, and it's better. It is better than some of the alternatives. I will say that it's very, very better than the alternatives. I know again, because you shouldn't turn to alcohol anyway, because alcohol's it's all right in having one now and again, but not having one. Not drinking yourself constantly into the ground. It's not good for you. It's not good for you. It's simply not good for you. It's not good in your kidneys. Not good in your liver. But yeah, I know myself. I had an uncle that was a diabetic, and he drank himself silly. It didn't do any good for him. He had to use a bag, and everything was, it was in a terrible way. Terrible way, and he suffered for that. He suffered terribly for that. Because he drank himself he spends hundreds upon hundreds, probably thousands, I could say, even nearly thousands upon thousands of euro on Drake and everything. At the end of the day, he just strike himself into an early grave, and might as well say straight. And that's something you have to look at too. But I'm just saying to people, the best thing to do, I understand, everything's shit, and that's the word to use. But I would say to people, trying to fight the alcohol as much as humanly possible. I know it's hard to say because, again, some people are getting comfort in alcohol, which I wouldn't really blame people, because you really would turn to the drink in these times, especially the large whiskies. I would turn to them, but I don't drink alcohol. But you often think to yourself, you meet you meet a large whiskey, and I often say that as a joke to people. I need a large whiskey after that. I don't drink, obviously. I don't take alcohol, smoke, and I'm not healthier for it, and I'm not happy about it. I'm a lot happier about it, and a lot more healthier too. But yeah, I just want to say, please try and fight it as much as you can. Because again, you kind of would, because again, people are drinking on their own, and it is very depressing. I might say straight, I'm not going to lie to people. It's not easy. But again, all the situations just, what can you say? Yeah. I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you what to think anymore. But make up your own mind and what's happening, because I don't know. Like I know all my years in life, I've never seen anything like this. The whole world's just upside down. Lululand, if you may use that word. Fairyland, if you may use that word either too. But it's just a mess. Please take care of yourselves and mind yourselves and look after yourselves, and bye.